You're listening to the Unnamed Podcast with your host, Midnight Lunatic. Available on Anchor.fm.
What is going on, everyone? It is your host with the most, Midnight Lunatic, but I'm sure you guys already know that by now. And we are bringing you episode number 4 of Unnamed Podcast. Yes, it is going down. And we're going to start it off right with the fun fact of the day. And that is, blue-eyed people tend to have higher alcohol tolerance than those with darker eyes. Can you imagine that, guys? I don't have blue eyes. Kind of wish I did, though. Have a higher tolerance of alcohol. I could be drinking way more than I am already. I mean, drinking is a pretty big problem if you get too carried away in it. But for me, I like to end my night with a beer or two, so I wish I kind of had some blue eyes right about now. But that's an interesting fact. Let me know if it's as interesting to you as it is for me. Also, for the first time ever, the Unnamed Podcast did receive a voice clip. So let's go ahead and check it out now.
Hey, Midnight Lunatic. That beer stuff was pretty interesting. I'm an avid listener of the show, and the beer stuff I can't say that I knew about. And I host a beer show, so that's really good information. And I too am really sad that a lot of my favorite Mexican beers are going to be on hiatus. But hey, it's for the best, and they'll taste that much better when we're able to drink them again. So keep up the good work on the show. And my phone just locked me out while I'm leaving you this message. Okay. All right. Keep it up. Bye.
Hey, so shout out to Matt for leaving me that message. I appreciate you listening, man. And I look forward to hearing from you more. And maybe, just maybe, well, you might just be on the show. You might come along and we might just chit chat. So thank you again for leaving me that message, and let's keep it going. So I got some big news in my life, but before that, I just want to say happy Easter to everyone. Hope you enjoyed it as much as you could. I know social distancing caused a lot of the families to be separated during these times, but if you did spend it alone or with family, I hope you did it right. I hope you cherish your time with your family. If you weren't able to see your family, I hope you enjoyed it anyways. You FaceTimed them, you Skyped them, whatever you can, just to, let them know that you're alive and you're healthy and you love them, and spend as much time as you could with them. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. But for the big news in my life, I recently got myself a dog. Her name is Sam, or Sammy as I call her. She is a Belgian Shepherd and is about 5 to 6 years old. She's a really, really awesome dog. I recently got her last Wednesday, so it's almost been a week now since I've had her. And during that time, we've spent a lot of time together and have gotten really close. She has started to attach herself to me and does not leave my side, which could be a bad thing in the future whenever I have to go back to work. But we'll see what happens. I personally have never owned a dog before, so this is all kind of new to me. I'm kind of just taking it one day at a time and doing what I used to do growing up and see other people doing. So, I'm pretty sure I'm capable of taking care of her. So if you guys hear like a bark or a squeak in the background, it's just her being loud or playing with her toys or something. So yeah, it's pretty big for me. Like I said, I've never owned a dog, so it's crazy, and I've been wanting a dog for the longest time. If I can be honest with you guys and kind of take it to a dark place, I've been dealing with depression for quite a bit some time in my life, and I feel like having a dog would make me feel better about that. And since I've had her, I've been happy. But at the same time, it's like, it's a lot of work to take care of a dog. It's really time consuming. You know, you have to feed her, water her, you got to give her a bath, you got to, you know, de-shed her, because she is in the process of shedding her winter coat off right now, so there's a lot of shedding going on. You got to go out for walks and go out to make her go to the bathroom, and I think that's her right now playing with her toy. But overall, she has done quite a bit on my emotional state in life, and oh man, it feels good. It feels good. It's a lot of work, but it feels good. So as I'm recording this, guys, I turned around and noticed that she had ripped open her brand new toy that I had just got for her. What kind of stuff? This is not the first toy she's ripped open either. She had previous toys with her, and she also ripped those ones too. So right now she is toyless, and I'm probably going to have to go get her another one. Oh my gosh, Sammy. What are you doing to me? My bank is not going to be happy with this. But let's go ahead and move on to our regular scheduled topics. Rick and Morty. If you guys are a fan of the show just as much as I am, you'll be happy to know that Rick and Morty are finally coming back on May 3rd, and I am super excited about it. I've waited a long time for these new episodes to come out. I mean, long time, guys, since these first episodes first dropped, the first 5. I mean, it's been months have passed since those episodes have came out, and I thought that season was like over. I thought they were just like gonna leave it at 5 episodes, but nope, they are coming back fully prepared. So if you're just as excited as I am, be sure to be ready to grab your snacks, because May 3rd is just around the corner. And it is going to get here quick. Also, on the topic of TV shows, I'm sure many of you know or have already seen Tiger King on Netflix. And if you haven't, what are you waiting on? What are you waiting for? What are you doing with your life? It's a 6-episode show on Netflix. And I believe they just added one more episode to it. It's like an interview special kind of episode. Not that long ago, and I did watch it, I believe yesterday I watched it, and man, the things that go on in that show are crazy. If you guys have watched it, you guys know that Joe Exotic, you know, he's a crazy guy, he's a crazy character. He does and says a lot of weird and chaotic stuff, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you, if you haven't been on social media at all, but I'm pretty sure you guys all have all seen the memes of Carol Baskins, and I believe they're hilarious. I see them about 40, 50 times a day, like just different ones, and it's just hilarious. And you know, overall, it's a good show to watch. I highly recommend you guys check it out on Netflix. Just binge watch it all. That's kind of like what I did. I spent like 3 days just watching it all. I took like a day to watch 3 episodes, and another day to watch another 2, and then another day to watch the last one. So it doesn't take that long to watch them, and I'm pretty sure you'll have a good time and a good laugh while you're watching it. So on to the topic of games. Have you guys heard of Final Fantasy? Well, Final Fantasy VII Remake has officially arrived for the PS4. And everyone is hyped about it. Myself, I have never played Final Fantasy games before, and I really don't intend to. I feel like at this point there's way too many parts in that saga that it's going to be too much catching up to do. So I'm personally never going to play it. But if you guys are a fan of the Final Fantasy sagas and you guys are excited about this, go ahead and go play it. It's out now. It's out everywhere. And for those that have a Switch, I'm pretty sure you guys have known for a while that Animal Crossing New Horizon is out. This one I'm excited for. I own a Switch. I see it everywhere. Literally everywhere. Just memes and pictures and videos. And Man, I want to play it so bad. I don't have the money to get it right now, which upsets me because it's like, this is so perfect, a perfect time to just sit and just play it. You know, it takes you out from this reality and lets you create your own reality in the game. You get to make your own island and invite friends. And the crazy part is I've actually seen memes and videos of people that actually are having birthday parties or like just different types of like different social gatherings on the game instead of actually in real life, which is cool. It's cool to see that. And so it seems like a really great game to play, and I look forward to playing it. I'm definitely going to be spending a lot of time on there, hours upon hours, days upon days on that. And if you guys own a Switch, you guys have the game already. I kind of am jealous. And if you guys don't have a Switch, I know times are tough right now, but if you have a little bit of spare money and find a good deal on the Switch and the game, highly recommend you get it. I highly recommend you play it. You know, I haven't played it, but I'm going to recommend it anyways. I'm definitely going to get it and play it as much as I can. So I'll let you guys know what my thoughts are on that game once that time comes. So I recently read up on this article, which I thought was pretty funny, but like, what the hell at the same time? Apparently there was this prank that was going around, and this Pennsylvania woman went to a grocery store in this small town. I don't remember the town, but she went to a small little market, and she actually ruined an estimate of about $35,000 worth of goods, like just produce and fruits and, you know, meats and all that stuff, by intentionally coughing all over them. And you know how strict stores are about that stuff. You know, they don't want anyone coughing in the stores. They don't want anyone sick to even be relatively close to all the food. So she did that as a prank. She wasn't sick at all, or she allegedly said she wasn't sick at all, but they didn't want to take any cautionaries with it. They didn't want to like risk anything. So she went into the store. She coughed all over the food and was charged with threatening to use a weapon of mass destruction and making terroristic threats and disorderly conduct. So she was in the store and was yelling, and I quote, "I have the virus, now you all are going to get sick." I mean, what kind of woman does that? You know, in a time of a crisis like this, who does this as a prank? Like, who would think that's funny? That's disgusting, sick. You know, to even be yelling at that you had the virus in the first place. Like, I would have straight up slapped you. Like, I would have. I'd put on my glove right there and just slapped you. I'm pretty sure a lot of you would. And I think there was a video that, I don't know if it was related to this one, but I did see a video that was like that. And someone actually went over to the person and punched them in the face. And I was like, oh my God. I was rolling on the floor laughing. It was hilarious to see. But her bail is set at $5,000 and was transported to the correctional facility. So she's there right now, and her bail's at $50,000, which I believe is pretty fair. I mean, she did ruin that $35,000 worth of groceries, which I think she should be accountable for kind of paying that back, you know, in a way, in a sense, because that's kind of a lot of food. You know, what if that was the entire store's food for a good week? You know, it was like a tiny store in this tiny town. What if that was the only store in town, or one of the few that, you know, that they have over there? Where else are they going to do their shopping? So I believe she should take more responsibility for that, not just be charged with these. I think she should also have to pay for the damages and like the expenses that they had to do to actually sanitize all the areas and throw all that stuff out. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that as time moves on. But I think that's just it's hilarious, but sad at the same time. But let me know what you guys' thoughts on that. Would you guys slap her? Would you hit her? I would have. That's just me, though. Let me know. So there really wasn't that much going on this week, so this podcast might be a little bit shorter than usual. I'm trying to find as much information as I can throughout the week, but there are those weeks where everything's just stale. Nothing really is happening. I mean, it's kind of hard for things nowadays, especially with the pandemic virus and the stay-at-home orders. There's not really much happening right now in the world. So I'm trying my best to find the most interesting topics for you guys, and we can converse and talk about them, but there really isn't that much going on. One I found, and that's going to be the last topic here, related to sports, and that's that the XFL is now canceled. If you guys don't know what the XFL is, it is a league, a football league, started by WWE's Vince McMahon. He originally started the league back in 2001, I believe, and it horribly failed. It was like a mix of like football and WWE, and it failed horribly. They only did like a few games, and it just didn't work out the way they thought it would, and it got shut down. Well, he started it back up, I believe, earlier this year, but there was talks of it about 2 years prior. So it's been talked about for a while now, and they were going strong. It was aired on ESPN and Fox, and it was going fairly strong, but then it had to shut down because of the virus. And since then, they have ordered that the XFL is to be shut down, and as of this moment, they have no plans for a return in 2021. So it could be a short-lived season and career for the XFL. And I know they laid off a lot of employees and pretty much all the players, which is kind of sad because as a football player, to get cut from an NFL team and to get picked up by this other league, XFL, that is trying to make it as big as the NFL, and that's like your second chance to try to make it back onto an NFL team, and just to get laid off and cut like that, kind of disappointing. And I was a fan of the XFL too. I personally like the team DC Defenders. That was one of my teams that I would watch. And it was a really good sport. I liked the flow of the game. It was really, in my opinion, it was a better flowing game than the NFL games itself. And I'm a big fan of the NFL. I love my Pittsburgh Steelers. But I felt like there was a better flow to it than the NFL. So it's just kind of sad to see that it was so short-lived. And I really do hope it makes a return. But as of right now, there are no plans of making a return. So I guess time will tell. And we'll see what happens with that. But it's kind of sad to see that. I was kind of looking forward to that. It was kind of like the football season right after the NFL, like you still want football? Well, here you go. You got the XFL. So it's whatever, just like all other sports, they're all being canceled right now. I'm hoping to see baseball back up soon. I mean, I'm a real big fan of baseball, so I kind of want to see that back up. And I did hear rumors about the NBA starting back up, but I'm not sure if those are true or false. I have to check in on that. So I'll let you guys know maybe next podcast if I can find any information on it. If not, then we'll just continue to wait. But yeah, guys, I mean, we'll see what happens. With everything going on. I still haven't even received my stimulus check. If you guys have received yours, let me know. I'm still waiting on that. We just gotta keep divided, but stay together at the same time, guys. And if you guys are feeling down, remember, I'm still here to talk. And we got a new addition, Sam. I'm pretty sure Sam can help you out. She's got a lot of good advice in her noggin. She's wise. But yeah, guys, that's all going to be for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed listening. I am currently working on getting a better microphone. But as of right now, stores are like kind of like essentials only kind of thing, so it's kind of hard for me to go out to a store right now and buy myself a microphone. So I just have to kind of wait until this blows over. So hopefully this does good for now, guys, and you guys aren't annoyed by the sound quality of the podcast so far. I'm trying everything I can to make it the best that I can with what I have. So please just try to make the best of it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Just be patient. It'll get better. But yeah, guys, that's all going to be for this one. Stay safe. I love you all. And have a good day. Thank you.